Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a review of kind of something that's, that's a little bit overdue, and it is the Costco brush set. It's by Borghese, I think is how you say it. It's the Professional Select, a selection of our finest cosmetic face and eye brushes. This is what the box looks like. And this is what the other side looks like. It has all these stuff in it. I should probably have it like this so I can read off the actual names because they have names for them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 brushes and a brush roll. I can't find my brush roll. I don't usually use those very often anyway, but I can't find mine. This brush set, if you follow years ago, probably at least 2 years ago on YouTube, there was a big thing that around the holidays they had this brush set at Costco, and it was the Kirkland brush set, and they were a bunch of dual fiber brushes that look like this, and everyone loved them, and I still do too. I still have them in my thing here. I even have the face brush still here. I just love these brushes. So when Costco was supposed to come out with another set last winter around Christmas time, apparently they came out, something happened, they didn't like the quality, they recalled them. So everybody was kind of bummed. And then this year, right before beginning of like summertime, you know, beginning of May, I think it was, people started talking about the fact that there was a new brush set at Costco. So I went to my Costco, which didn't have them. And then someone mentioned to me on Twitter, they were like, you can buy them at Costco online. Now, from what I understand, the set in a store is $23.99. And online it is $29.99, even if you're a member. And you can buy things on their website whether you're a member or not. Shipping was free, so I was like, okay. So I bought a set for myself. I bought one for someone else that I talked to on Twitter, and then I bought 2 of them for giveaways. So I have this set and one more as a giveaway. But I'm going to go over the brushes first. The first one is, they call this the Powder Kabuki brush. It's the number 100. Very similar to a regular Kabuki brush. I haven't found this one. It sheds slightly, but they're tiny. I don't know if you can see them. Tiny little hairs. They're not real big, which is good and bad, because when they're small little hairs and you're buffing in, you kind of have to pull them off, and it's kind of annoying. But I've only washed it once. I'm hoping after a couple more washes, but it is fairly soft. I have heard people say that they've gotten ones that are scratchy. So that's a little bit of a concern, but mine's really soft, and I'm not sure why, but I like this one. And it's nice to have a Kabuki with a handle because you can get more into it. This reminds me somewhat of the Smashbox, and they have numbers. I don't know the name. They don't have names for their brushes, but the Smashbox Kabuki, theirs is way bigger, but this is great for minerals and just buffing stuff into the skin. I really like that it has a handle. I think that's a pretty cool idea. The next one is the 101 Angled Contour Brush, which looks like this. It looks like every other contour brush out there. This is my Sigma one. It's a little bit dirty, but very similar in size. It's fairly well packed. It doesn't shed for me. Very, very similar to my Sigma one, but I use this one for powder because I have a bunch that are stained, but I have been using translucent powders a lot lately, things like this, and I like them just to get in on this, and it doesn't stain my brush, so I'm kind of liking that. So I've been using that for this. The next one is the 102 Dual Fiber Blending Brush. This is what it looks like. It looks similar to, actually I don't have my MAC one or my Sigma one out. I do not use stippling brushes that often. I use my, what is this one called? I use the one that's more rounded, but for blush. And I use, this is kind of my MAC one. That's the really tiny flat one. I have a piece of hair already on my face. This is my Sigma one, which is the dual fiber one. Very similar. They both fan out about the same. The only thing I will say about this one that's not so great is it's almost too soft. Like I don't know, it splices out as soon as you touch it. So if you're trying to stipple in, it's kind of splicing out a little bit more than a normal one. That's just my thoughts there. The next one is these have numbers on them. I should have just looked at that. The 104 Round Foundation Brush. And this is not like any foundation brush I have ever used. I've heard this is like the Louise Young. I don't own that one. I think that's who it is. But I've used it for foundation. It's kind of a pain in the butt. It's too small. But what I do use this for all the time is my Chanel Bronze Universal, which has 100 new names now. I forget what there's 10 new names for it, but it's basically kind of a cream product, and brush hairs usually adhere to this like crazy. So I've been using it in that, and it's great for a contour. Like, it's the perfect brush for that. I absolutely love it for that. This is one of my favorite brushes. There are two that are my favorites, but this is one of my favorites in this whole collection. That to me alone is worth the $29, like, because I love it for that. The next one, I haven't used this and I don't tend to use these, is the 105 concealer brush. Looks like every other concealer brush I have. This is my Sigma one. It's a little bit taller. Sorry, got a brush hair on my nose. It's a little bit taller, but I don't tend to use concealer brushes. I put concealer on with my fingers. I like tapping it in. If I am gonna put concealer on, gosh, I have a hair there. I tend to use like a 224, something that's more airbrush type feeling. On that note, the next one is the 200 Eye Powder Fluff Brush, which this is actually a much bigger, fluffier version of, this is my Sigma E40 or the MAC 224. And I personally actually prefer this. Now this one is not as soft as a 224 or the Sigma one. It's a little bit more dense, a little bit thicker, but I like this for under eye powder because it is a little bit denser. So I really, really like that one. I think that one's great for under eye powder, but for me, it is way too big for crease. Like, this is the whole size of my eyelid. I could do it as a one color sweep, but that's about it. The next one is the 201 eyeshadow brush. And I really like this brush because I tend to use my Sigma, and I use this today, my Sigma E55 brush. And this one is just like a step up from that. Actually, where did it go? There it is. It's kind of a combination. It's like a step in between this is the Sigma E50 or the MAC 227, but it's kind of a step in between those. And I really like it because it's really nice for just that one color all over the lid and then a color on your brow bone, and it's amazing. The next one, now this one I don't really like, me personally. This is the 202 Angled Eye Contour Brush. Tried it a couple different ways. This is what it looks like. I don't really have anything like it, I think. The purpose of it is to put the color in your outer crease, but then you have to use another brush to blend it out. I think this would be good for someone who isn't sure how with a regular brush just to get it into the crease, or how to just keep that outer V. You can just place it there and then take another brush and blend it out. But it's just not my favorite brush in the group. The next one is my favorite, I think, short of the foundation one. And this is the 203 Domed Smudge Brush. And why I love this is so much more dense and thick, and it just doesn't even move than a 224 or a 217. This, I can like take this up in here and really, really blend because it's just so precise and so dense that the brush doesn't fluff around as much. It's so just, I absolutely love this. I've been using this every day. Love it. And then the last one is the 204 Angled Eyebrow Brush. Now, I don't use this for my eyebrows. I have been using this with my Tarte liner, and I just use it to place liner on my top line or in my waterline, and I've really been liking this for that. It's it's not too thick or too thin, and it's nice and long. I just really like the results I get with this. So my opinion alone for these two brushes, my two favorites, it is so worth it for the $29. Some brushes alone are $29 from different companies. So I think that this is a great set. It's a great starter set. If someone is just getting started in brushes, they're not sure what to do with them or how to use them, this is a great set for the money, and if you have a Costco near you. And if you don't, try online. I don't know if they still have them online, but it's definitely worth trying. So that is my review on that. The other thing is I'm going to do a giveaway. As always, oh, and it has a brush roll that comes with it. I don't have mine, I don't know where it is, but it's really cute little brush roll. It's fake leather, but it works for what you're gonna use it for. So my giveaway, as always, have to be a subscriber. You don't need to comment on anything below. Within 1 week from now, I will contact the one person that wins, actually two people, sorry, I have two of these, via private message. They have 24 hours to get back to me and let me know their address. If they don't, I go on to the next person. but it's all random. There is no rhyme or reason to it. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Some interesting brushes, definitely worth giving it a try for the money if you can get a hold of it. And if not, you might have a chance in a week to actually get one from me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching. Bye.